Rich Energy 2, written and published by Rich Audiobooks. You can't attract wealth while living in environments that drain your energy. The rich understand that success isn't just mindset, it's surroundings. Everything around you, your home, your digital space, your inner circle, either elevates your energy or sabotages your abundance. In Rich Energy 2, we dive into how your environment silently programs your beliefs, behaviors, and bank account. Want to upgrade your wealth? Start by upgrading the space you live in, the people you listen to, and the energy you allow. Because rich energy isn't just a vibe, it's your financial foundation. Lesson 1. Your space reflects your income. Look around you right now. Your environment is telling a story about your relationship with money, whether you realize it or not. Every item, every surface, and every corner of your space broadcasts subtle messages about your financial reality, and, more importantly, your money mindset. Think of your environment as a mirror reflecting your inner financial world. A cluttered desk might represent confused financial priorities, while an organized workspace suggests clear money management. That stack of unopened mail could indicate avoidance of financial responsibilities, whereas a dedicated bill-paying station demonstrates proactive financial handling. Your income level often manifests in the quality and condition of your surroundings. This isn't about expensive furniture or luxury items, it's about the energy your space emanates. A well-maintained, modest apartment can radiate more prosperity than a neglected luxury home. When you treat your environment with respect and intention, you're simultaneously programming your mind to expect and attract greater abundance. The objects in your space carry powerful psychological weight. That broken chair you've been meaning to fix? It's not just a piece of furniture, it's a daily reminder that you're willing to live with less than you deserve. The water stain on your ceiling isn't merely cosmetic, it's a constant signal that you're accepting deterioration in your life. These seemingly minor details shape your wealth consciousness more profoundly than you might imagine. Consider how successful people curate their environments. They understand that their surroundings influence their performance, creativity, and ability to generate wealth. They create spaces that support their financial goals and reflect their desired income level, not their current one. This aspirational approach to environmental design helps pull them toward their financial target. Your space also impacts how others perceive your value, particularly in professional contexts. An organized, well-maintained home office sends different signals about your worth than a chaotic corner of your kitchen table. This external perception often translates into real-world opportunities, or their absence. People are more likely to trust their business, money, and valuable connections to someone whose environment suggests competence and success. The good news is that you can consciously reshape your environment to support greater financial abundance. Start by observing your space as if you were a stranger. What would they conclude about the person who lives or works here? What assumptions would they make about their income level, their financial habits, their self-worth? These observations provide valuable insights into the unconscious messages your environment might be sending. Take note of areas where your space might be undermining your financial goals. Perhaps your home's entrance feels cramped and unwelcoming, symbolically blocking the flow of opportunities. Maybe your workspace lacks proper tools or technology, suggesting scarcity rather than abundance. Identifying these wealth-breeding elements is the first step toward transforming them. Upgrading your environment doesn't necessarily require significant financial investment. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from removing what doesn't serve you, reorganizing what you have, or simply cleaning and maintaining your current space. The key is to make conscious choices about your surroundings rather than passively accepting whatever accumulates around you. Your space is actively participating in your financial story, either supporting or hindering your wealth creation. By understanding and intentionally shaping this relationship, you can harness your environment as a powerful ally in your journey toward greater prosperity. As you progress through this book, you'll discover specific strategies for aligning your space with your desired income level, creating an environment that naturally attracts and supports financial abundance. Lesson 2. Light clears mental clutter. The relationship between light and financial clarity runs deeper than most realize. Just as shadows can obscure our vision, poor lighting can cloud our financial judgment and dampen our money-making potential. When we work, think, or plan in dim conditions, we literally and figuratively operate in the dark, limiting our ability to see opportunities and make clear decisions about wealth. Natural light serves as the ultimate catalyst for mental clarity and financial insight. When sunlight streams through windows, it triggers a cascade of biological responses that enhance cognitive function, boost mood, and sharpen decision-making abilities. These biological benefits translate directly into financial advantages, from making better investment choices to identifying lucrative opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Consider how the quality of light in your workspace affects your productivity and financial mindset. Harsh fluorescent lighting can create subtle stress that impacts your performance, while soft, inadequate lighting might lull you into a state of reduced alertness. The ideal lighting setup mimics natural daylight, providing clear, consistent illumination that keeps you energized and focused on your wealth-building activities. Your home's lighting patterns also influence your relationship with money. Dark corners and shadowy areas can become unconscious symbols of financial blind spots, places where money leaks go unnoticed, or where abundance, glimpses, and beliefs hide. By illuminating these spaces, you literally shine light on areas of potential financial growth and understanding. The transformation begins with a conscious approach to your lighting design. Start with your primary wealth creation space, whether it's a home office, trading desk, or planning area. Position your workspace to maximize natural light exposure during peak activity hours. Install layered lighting solutions that combine ambient, task, and accent lighting to create an environment that supports both focused work and creative thinking about wealth. Beyond the practical aspects, light carries powerful symbolic meaning in relation to financial abundance. Traditional wisdom across cultures associates light with prosperity, knowledge, and divine abundance. By consciously creating well-lit spaces, you tap into this ancient understanding of light as a conduit for wealth and wisdom. Modern research supports these traditional beliefs, showing that exposure to proper lighting improves cognitive performance by up to 25%. This enhancement directly affects your ability to manage money, spot investment opportunities, and maintain the mental clarity needed for wealth building. The right lighting can extend your productive hours, sharpen your focus during financial planning, and help you maintain the energy needed to pursue ambitious money goals. Your evening lighting choices matter just as much as daytime illumination. As natural light fades, transitioning to warm, intentional lighting helps maintain your wealth-conscious mindset. This prevents the mental dullness that often accompanies poor evening lighting and keeps you sharp for any financial decisions that arise after sunset. Consider implementing a lighting rotation that follows your natural circadian rhythm while supporting your financial activities. Bright, cool light in the morning energizes you for wealth-building activities, while warmer tones in the evening allow for thoughtful reflection on your financial progress and planning for future prosperity. The investment in quality lighting yields returns far beyond the initial cost. By creating an environment that supports mental clarity, you enhance every financial decision you make. From reviewing investments to brainstorming new income streams, proper lighting sets the stage for optimal financial performance and clear money manifestation. Transform your space by conducting a light audit. Walk through each room, noting areas where shadows lurk or lighting feels inadequate. Each improvement in illumination represents an opportunity to enhance your financial clarity and remove obstacles to wealth creation. Light is not just about seeing better, it's about thinking better, deciding better, and ultimately earning better. Lesson 3. Beauty boosts self-worth. The relationship between beauty and self-worth runs deeper than mere aesthetics. It fundamentally shapes how we value ourselves and, by extension, what we believe we deserve financially. When we surround ourselves with beauty, whether through art, design, or thoughtfully curated spaces, we subconsciously elevate our standards and expectations in all areas of life, including our earning potential. Beauty acts as a daily reminder of our inherent worth. Think about walking into a well-designed hotel lobby versus a cluttered storage room. The hotel lobby, with its carefully selected furnishings, artwork, and harmonious design elements, immediately elevates your energy and makes you stand taller. This same principle applies to your personal space. When you invest in beauty not from a place of superficiality but from genuine appreciation, you send a powerful message to yourself about your value. People hesitate to invest in beautiful items or environments, viewing them as unnecessary expenses. This mindset reveals a deeper pattern of self-limitation. Beauty should be viewed as an investment in your psychological infrastructure, much like education or professional development. When you elevate your surroundings, you naturally elevate your standards for what you accept in other areas of life, including your income levels and financial opportunities. The cultivation of beauty doesn't necessarily require significant financial investment. It begins with developing an eye for quality and harmony. Start by observing what naturally draws you in and brings you joy. Notice the details in spaces that make you feel abundant and worthy. This awareness helps you make intentional choices about your environment, regardless of your current budget. Your personal beauty standards become a benchmark for your wealth consciousness. If you're content with shabby or broken items, this tolerance for less than optimal conditions can seep into your financial life. Begin upgrading your space one element at a time. Replace worn-out items with pieces that spark joy and appreciation. Choose quality over quantity, understanding that fewer items of higher quality create more impact than numerous mediocre pieces. Color plays a crucial role in this beauty-to-worth connection. Rich, harmonious colors can transform a space and your energy within it. Notice how certain colors make you feel more confident, focused, or abundant. Incorporate these colors thoughtfully into your environment through paint, textiles, or artwork. The goal isn't to create a showroom, but to craft a space that reflects and reinforces your highest vision of yourself. Natural elements bring an irreplaceable form of beauty to any space. Fresh flowers, thriving plants, natural materials like wood and stone, these elements connect us to the abundant energy of nature. They remind us that growth, beauty, and prosperity are natural states. Making space for these elements in your environment affirms your connection to nature's unlimited potential. The beauty-worth connection extends to personal presentation as well. Your grooming, dress, and overall presentation reflect and influence your self-worth. This doesn't mean adhering to conventional standards of beauty or luxury, but rather choosing to present yourself in ways that make you feel confident and valuable. When you feel beautiful and well-presented, you naturally attract opportunities aligned with this elevated self-premise. Consider beauty as a form of self-respect. When you create and maintain beautiful spaces, you demonstrate respect for yourself and your potential. This self-respect becomes magnetic, attracting people, opportunities, and circumstances that match your elevated standards. Your environment becomes both a reflection and a catalyst for your financial evolution, creating a positive feedback loop between beauty, worth, and wealth. Lesson 4. Your room should inspire wealth. Your personal space is more than just a collection of furniture and decorations. It's a physical manifestation of your financial aspirations and potential. When you walk into a room that's intentionally designed to inspire wealth, your mind automatically shifts into an abundance mindset, preparing you for greater financial opportunities and success. The most successful people understand that their environment plays a crucial role in maintaining their wealth consciousness. Consider how differently you feel when you step into a luxury hotel lobby versus a cramped, poorly maintained space. The former immediately elevates your energy and makes you feel more confident, capable, and worthy of success. This same principle should apply to the rooms you inhabit daily. Creating a wealth-inspiring space begins with understanding your personal definition of abundance. For some, this might mean minimal, clean lines with high-quality materials that speak of understated luxury. For others, it could involve bold, dramatic elements that represent power and success. The key is to identify what genuinely resonates with your vision of wealth, rather than copying someone else's interpretation. Your workspace deserves particular attention, as it's where many financial decisions and wealth-creating activities occur. Position your desk to face the door, if possible, as this arrangement represents welcoming opportunities and maintaining control over your domain. Choose artwork that depicts growth, success, or abundance, whether through abstract representations or literal images of what you're working toward. Every visual element should reinforce your financial goals and remind you of your capability to achieve them. Color psychology plays a significant role in creating wealth-inspiring spaces. Deep purples traditionally symbolize royalty and abundance, while greens connect to growth and prosperity. Metallic accents in gold, silver, or copper can add subtle wealth energy to a room. However, don't feel bound by traditional associations. Choose colors that make you feel powerful, focused, and abundant. The materials and textures in your space should reflect quality and durability. This doesn't mean everything needs to be expensive, but each item should be chosen with intention and care. Even simple items can convey wealth when they're well-maintained and thoughtfully selected. Natural materials often carry an inherent sense of value and can ground your space while maintaining an air of sophistication. Consider the flow of movement in your wealth-inspiring rooms. Cluttered pathways and cramped spaces create a sense of restriction that can translate to your financial mindset. Create clear paths and ensure there's room to breathe and expand physically and metaphorically. This spatial abundance helps foster a mindset of growth and possibility. Your wealth-inspiring space should also include elements that motivate action. This might be a vision board positioned where you'll see it first thing in the morning, an elegant notebook for capturing million-dollar ideas, or a comfortable chair in a power position where you can contemplate your next financial move. These functional elements combine purpose with inspiration, making your environment both beautiful and practical. A wealth-inspiring room should energize rather than overwhelm you. While some spaces might benefit from bold, dramatic elements, others might require a more subtle approach to maintain focus and clarity. The goal is to create an environment that supports your financial growth while remaining authentic to your personal style and comfort level. Your room should feel like a natural extension of your wealth consciousness, not a forced attempt at luxury that feels foreign or uncomfortable. Lesson 5. Order invites opportunities. Order is the silent architect of wealth, creating pathways for abundance to flow freely into your life. When your environment exists in a state of organization, you're not just maintaining tidiness, you're actively programming your surroundings to attract and sustain financial opportunities. This profound connection between order and opportunity operates on both practical and energetic levels, influencing everything from your daily productivity to your ability to recognize and seize lucrative chances. Consider how chaos in your physical space directly impacts your mental bandwidth. When surrounded by disorganization, your brain constantly processes the visual noise, leaving less cognitive capacity for strategic thinking and opportunity recognition. Each misplaced item, cluttered surface, or disorganized area creates a subtle drain on your mental resources, like having multiple apps running in the background of your smartphone depleting its battery. The organization of your space directly reflects and influences your relationship with money. A methodical approach to managing your physical environment mirrors the systematic handling of finances. When you implement clear systems for managing paperwork, maintaining your workspace, and organizing your positions, you're simultaneously developing the mental frameworks necessary for sophisticated financial management. These organizational skills naturally transfer to budgeting, investment strategies, and wealth building. Strategic organization differs fundamentally from perfectionism. While perfectionism can paralyze action and block flow, strategic organization creates clear channels for opportunity to enter your life. Think of organization as creating a landing pad for prosperity. When opportunities arise, you have the mental clarity to recognize them and the physical space to welcome them. This might manifest as an organized desk that allows you to immediately act on a time-sensitive business proposal, or a well-maintained filing system that helps you quickly locate important documents for an unexpected investment opportunity. Your organizational systems should serve as opportunity amplifiers. Consider how a well-ordered workspace enables faster decision-making and efficient execution of ideas. When your tools, resources, and information are readily accessible, you can respond to opportunities with agility and confidence. This readiness signals to both your subconscious mind and the universe that you're prepared for greater abundance. The relationship between order and opportunity extends beyond the visible realm. Organized spaces create a sense of calm and control that attracts positive circumstances. When your environment is ordered, you naturally think more clearly, make better decisions, and project an image of competence that draws others toward you. This magnetic effect can lead to new business connections, partnership opportunities, and financial possibilities that might otherwise pass you by. Your organizational patterns also reveal your relationship with time, a crucial factor in wealth building. An ordered environment allows you to maximize your productive hours, directing energy toward growth rather than searching for misplaced items or navigating through chaos. This efficiency compounds over time, creating space for the cultivation of wealth-building activities and the pursuit of valuable opportunities. To harness the opportunity-attracting power of order, start by identifying the areas where disorganization most impacts your financial activities. This might be your home office, financial documentation system, or the space where you plan and strategize. Creating order in these crucial areas first will yield the most immediate returns on your organizational investment. Order is not a fixed state, but a dynamic practice. Regular maintenance of your organizational systems ensures consistent opportunity flow. Think of it as tending a garden. Regular attention keeps the pathways clear for abundance to grow and flourish. As you maintain order in your physical space, you'll notice an increasing alignment between your environment and your financial goals, creating a powerful foundation for sustained wealth creation. Lesson 6. Clean space, clean money flow. The relationship between cleanliness and financial prosperity runs deeper than mere aesthetics. When we maintain clean, pristine spaces, we create an environment that supports and amplifies our wealth consciousness. Think of money as a form of energy that flows most freely through clear channels, just as water moves effortlessly through clogged ones. Every time you dust a surface, sweep a floor, or wipe down a window, you're not just performing a mundane task. You're actively participating in an energetic reset that impacts your financial frequency. Dust represents stagnant energy, and accumulated grime symbolizes blocked opportunities. By maintaining cleanliness, you demonstrate to both your conscious and subconscious mind that you're ready and worthy of receiving abundance. The act of cleaning itself serves as a powerful meditation on money management. As you scrub away dirt, envision yourself removing financial blocks. When you organize cluttered areas, imagine streamlining your income streams. This mindful approach to cleaning transforms it from a chore into a prosperity practice. The methodical nature of cleaning also reinforces positive money habits, consistency, attention to detail, and regular maintenance. Your cleaning routine directly affects your financial decision-making capacity. A spotless environment reduces cognitive load, allowing your mind to focus on wealth-building activities rather than being distracted by mess or disorder. When your space is clean, your thoughts become clearer, your choices more deliberate, and your financial intuition sharper. This mental clarity often leads to better money management and investment decisions. Consider implementing specific cleaning rituals that align with your financial goals. For example, clean your wallet or purse regularly, removing receipts and organizing cards. This simple act signals respect for money and invites more to flow in. Washing windows can symbolize gaining clarity on financial opportunities, while mopping floors represents clearing the path for new abundance to enter your life. Professional success often correlates with environmental cleanliness. Those who maintain immaculate workspaces tend to project competence and reliabilities, qualities that attract financial opportunities. A clean environment also boosts productivity and creativity, essential elements for increasing income potential. When clients, colleagues, or opportunities arrive, a pristine space communicates that you take your success seriously. The bathroom and kitchen deserve special attention in your cleaning practice, as these areas represent flow and nourishment in feng shui principles. A sparkling bathroom signifies proper management of wealth, while a clean kitchen represents abundance and prosperity. Pay particular attention to faucets and drains. They symbolize how money flows into and through your life. Deep cleaning sessions can serve as powerful reset buttons for your financial energy. Schedule regular deep cleans that go beyond surface tidying, move furniture, clean behind appliances, and address long neglected areas. These thorough cleanings often correlate with breakthrough moments in your financial journey, as they clear away stagnant energy that may have been blocking monetary flow. The products you use for cleaning also matter. Choose high-quality cleaning supplies that make you feel abundant rather than settling for the cheapest options. This doesn't mean overspending, but rather investing in tools and products that support your wealth consciousness. The scents you use can enhance this effect: citrus for energy and abundance, lavender for tranquility and financial decisions, or mint for attracting prosperity. Maintaining cleanliness is an ongoing practice, not a one-time event. Just as wealth building requires consistent effort, your space needs regular attention to maintain its money-attracting energy. Develop daily, weekly, and monthly cleaning routines that align with your natural rhythms and support your financial goals. Your commitment to cleanliness becomes a physical manifestation of your dedication to financial growth and prosperity. Lesson 7. Remove what drains you. Every item in your space either energizes or depletes you. There is no neutral ground when it comes to environmental energy. Just as a successful business regularly evaluates and removes underperforming assets, your personal space requires the same discerning approach to maintain optimal energy for wealth attraction. Energy vampires lurk in the most unexpected places. That pile of unfinished projects in the corner? It's quietly siphoning your creative energy. The broken chair you've been meaning to fix for months? It's sending subtle messages of accepting less than you're worth. The gifted decor piece that doesn't align with your taste but you keep out of obligation, it's creating a small but persistent energy leak in your abundance field. The financial impact of keeping broken items extends beyond the obvious. When you normalize living with dysfunction, you subconsciously accept similar patterns in your financial life. That dripping faucet isn't just wasting water, it's programming your mind to tolerate small but consistent losses. The loose doorknob you've learned to jiggle just right isn't merely an inconvenience, it's training you to accept workarounds instead of pursuing optimal solutions in your money matters. Emotional attachments to items that no longer serve your highest good create invisible barriers to financial growth. That box of memorabilia from a past relationship might seem harmless, but it anchors old energy patterns that could be blocking new opportunities. The expensive mistake purchase that reminds you of poor decision-making, it's reinforcing limiting beliefs about your financial judgment. Your space should be a sanctuary of forward momentum, not a museum of past regrets or obligations. The liberation of strategic elimination creates room for abundance to flow. Think of your space as a garden. Regular pruning isn't about loss, it's about promoting healthy growth. When you remove items that drain your energy, you create a vacuum that naturally attracts new, aligned opportunities. This isn't about minimalism, it's about energetic optimization. Some spaces might flourish with abundant items, while others require spaciousness to function at their peak. Creating an energy surplus through thoughtful removal is an ongoing practice. Start with the obvious: broken items, expired products, outdated paperwork. Then move to the subtle, items that make you feel heavy when you look at them, pieces that remind you of financial stress, objects that represent who you used to be rather than who you're becoming. Pay special attention to your workspace and bedroom, as these areas directly impact your earning potential and regenerative capacity. The process of removal might feel uncomfortable at first. We often attach safety and security to physical items, even when they no longer serve us. Clearing space isn't about deprivation, it's about creating capacity for greater abundance. Each item you remove mindfully is an affirmation of your worth and a declaration of your readiness for expansion. Consider conducting regular energy audits of your space. Move through each room with fresh eyes and ask yourself, does this item energize or deplete me? Does it represent where I'm going or where I've been? Does it align with my current financial goals and aspirations? The answers will guide you in creating a space that supports, rather than hinders, your wealth journey. As you build this muscle of discernment, you'll notice your financial intuition becoming sharper, your decisions becoming clearer, and your ability to attract abundance becoming stronger. Lesson 8. Surround yourself with symbols of success. The objects we choose to place in our environment act as constant communicators to our subconscious mind, silently shaping our beliefs about what's possible in our financial lives. When you deliberately surround yourself with symbols of success, you create a powerful feedback loop that reinforces your wealth consciousness and attracts greater abundance. These symbols aren't about displaying wealth to others, they're intimate reminders that speak directly to your aspirations. A symbol of success is deeply personal and might not even register as significant to someone else. For instance, a smooth fountain pen might represent the ability to sign important contracts, while a particular scent could evoke memories of your first major business victory. The key is selecting items that genuinely resonate with your definition of success rather than society's predetermined markers of achievement. Your success symbols should tell the story of where you're going, not just where you've been. While it's valuable to display certificates, awards, or mementos of past achievements, ensure your environment also contains representations of your future aspirations. This might mean hanging art that depicts the lifestyle you're working toward, displaying the business card holder you'll use when you launch your company, or keeping a model of your dream car on your desk. The placement of these symbols matters as much as their selection. Position them where they'll naturally catch your eye throughout the day, creating micro moments of inspiration and reinforcement. Your morning routine should include encounters with several success symbols, setting a powerful tone for the day ahead. Consider placing them near areas where you make financial decisions or work on business strategies to maintain alignment with your wealth goals. Color and material choices play a crucial role in the effectiveness of success symbols. Opt for items that convey quality and permanence rather than temporary or disposable objects. Natural materials like wood, stone, and metal often carry stronger energetic resonance than plastic alternatives. The colors you choose should align with your personal success associations, whether that's the deep blue of trust and stability or the gold of abundance and achievement. Beyond physical objects, success symbols can include sensory experiences. The right music playing in your workspace, a signature scent that makes you feel confident, or specific textures that remind you of luxury can all serve as powerful success triggers. Create a multi-sensory environment that consistently reinforces your wealth identity through every available channel. Be mindful of updating your success symbols as you grow. What represented achievement to you a year ago might not align with your current aspirations. Regular audits of your success symbols ensure they continue to challenge and inspire you, rather than keeping you tethered to past versions of success. Remove or replace symbols that no longer serve your evolving vision of wealth and achievement. Your environment should also include symbols that represent the impact you want to create through your wealth. This might be artwork depicting the causes you want to support, photos of the people you aim to help, or representations of the positive change you want to facilitate in the world. These symbols remind you that wealth creation isn't just about personal gain, it's about expanding your capacity to make a difference. Authenticity is crucial when selecting success symbols. If an object doesn't genuinely inspire you or align with your values, it won't serve its purpose, regardless of how traditionally prestigious it might be. Trust your intuition when choosing items, and don't be afraid to be unconventional in your selections. The most powerful success symbols are those that speak directly to your heart and vision, even if their significance isn't apparent to others. Lesson 9. Silence enhances focus. In our hyper-connected world, silence has become a luxury that few can afford, yet it remains one of the most powerful catalysts for wealth creation. The ability to maintain focus in a quiet environment directly correlates with our capacity to make sound financial decisions and recognize lucrative opportunities. When we immerse ourselves in silence, we create the mental space necessary for innovative thinking and strategic planning. The modern workplace often bombards us with constant noise, from notification pings to office chatter, from traffic sounds to the hum of electronics. This persistent audio clutter doesn't just disturb our concentration, it actively interferes with our wealth-building potential. Studies have shown that exposure to chronic noise can increase stress hormones, leading to impulsive financial decisions and decreased cognitive performance. Creating pockets of silence in your environment acts as a reset button for your money mindset. When you step into a quiet space, your brain naturally shifts from reactive mode to reflective mode. This state of mental clarity allows you to examine your financial patterns, spot inefficiencies in your money management, and develop more sophisticated wealth strategies. The silence becomes a canvas upon which you can project your financial aspirations and hear your own intuitive guidance about money matters. Consider how the world's most successful investors and business leaders often retreat to quiet spaces for their most important decision-making. They understand that silence isn't empty, it's full of potential. In the absence of external noise, your internal financial wisdom can emerge more clearly. The subtle nudges of intuition about investments, the creative solutions to money challenges, and the innovative business ideas all surface more readily in silence. Your physical environment should include designated quiet zones where you can engage with your finances undisturbed. This might mean converting a spare room into a silent meditation and planning space, or establishing specific quiet hours in your home office. The key is to create an environment where silence is treated as a valuable asset rather than an absence of activity. Soundproofing elements in your wealth-building spaces isn't just about blocking noise, it's about creating an environment that honors deep thinking and careful financial analysis. Acoustic panels, white noise machines, or even thick curtains can help carve out these essential quiet zones. These investments in silence pay dividends through improved concentration and better financial choices. The practice of maintaining silence in your space also extends to electronic noise. The constant buzz of financial news, market updates, and social media can create mental static that drowns out your own financial instincts. By deliberately creating periods of digital silence, you allow your wealth consciousness to speak more clearly and guide your money decisions more effectively. Training yourself to work in silence might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're accustomed to background noise. However, this discomfort often signals that you're breaking free from patterns of distraction that may have been limiting your financial growth. As you adapt to working in silence, you'll likely notice an increased ability to focus on complex financial tasks, better retention of important money information, and more innovative approaches to wealth building. The quality of silence in your environment can be as important as the quality of your investments. Just as you wouldn't accept a portfolio full of underperforming assets, you shouldn't settle for an environment that's constantly disrupted by unnecessary noise. By treating silence as a precious resource and designing your space to preserve it, you create the conditions for enhanced financial focus and accelerated wealth creation. Lesson 10. What you see daily becomes your belief. The objects, images, and environments we encounter each day shape our subconscious expectations and beliefs about what's possible in our lives, particularly regarding wealth and abundance. This invisible programming occurs whether we're conscious of it or not, making it crucial to carefully curate our visual diet for financial success. Consider your morning routine. As you wake up, what meets your eyes first? Is it a cluttered nightstand with unpaid bills, a broken alarm clock, and loose change? Or do you see a carefully selected art piece that represents growth, a well-maintained timepiece, and organized financial documents? These initial morning impressions set the tone for how you perceive your relationship with money throughout the day. Our brains are pattern recognition machines, constantly scanning our environment for confirmation of our existing beliefs. When we repeatedly expose ourselves to images of lack, struggle, or financial stress, we reinforce these patterns in our neural pathways. This creates a self-fulfilling prophecy where we unconsciously seek out and create situations that match our visual expectation. The good news is that we can deliberately reprogram these patterns by thoughtfully selecting what we allow into our visual field. Start with your workspace, where many financial decisions are made. Replace generic office supplies with quality items that feel abundant. Choose artwork that depicts growth, success, or natural abundance. Even your computer's wallpaper and screensaver can be transformed into wealth-affirming visual anchors. Your phone, which you likely check dozens of times daily, offers another powerful opportunity for visual programming. Consider the images you save, the apps you display, and even your background picture. Each glance is a chance to reinforce well-positive beliefs. Replace random photos with intentionally chosen images that represent your financial goals and aspiration. The media we consume shapes our wealth beliefs just as powerfully as our physical environment. Pay attention to the shows you watch, the social media accounts you follow, and the websites you visit regularly. Do they showcase stories of success, growth, and abundance? Or do they focus on scarcity, financial struggle, and limitation? Make a conscious choice to curate your digital environment to support your wealth goals. Your wallet or purse, the literal container of your money, sends powerful daily messages about your relationship with wealth. A worn-out, cluttered wallet suggests a casual or careless attitude toward money. In contrast, a well-organized, quality wallet treated with respect programs your mind to expect and properly manage greater wealth. Even the people you see regularly influence your wealth beliefs. While you can't always choose your coworkers or family members, you can choose whose social media presence you follow, whose pictures you display, and whose success stories you read about. Surround yourself with images of people who inspire you financially and represent the level of success you aspire to achieve. Create a visual wealth journal or board where you collect images that represent your financial goals. Unlike traditional vision boards that might gather dust in a corner, place these visual reminders where you'll encounter them during natural transitions in your day, by your coffee maker, near your keys, or beside your computer. Each glance reinforces your wealth programming. Your brain doesn't distinguish between actual experiences and vividly imagined ones. When you consistently expose yourself to images of wealth, success, and abundance, your subconscious mind begins to accept these as normal and expected. This subtle shift in belief then influences your decisions, actions, and ultimately, your financial reality. The environment we see daily is not just decoration, it's programming. By consciously choosing the visual inputs we expose ourselves to, we can reshape our deeply held beliefs about money and wealth. Start today by examining your regular visual diet and upgrading it to match the financial future you desire to create. Lesson 11. Feng Shui isn't fashion, it's function. The ancient practice of Feng Shui has been misinterpreted in modern times as mere decorative choices or passing trends. However, this profound system of environmental energy management has survived thousands of years precisely because it works on fundamental principles of human psychology, energy flow, and spatial dynamics. When we understand feng shui as a functional tool rather than an aesthetic choice, we unlock its true potential for wealth creation. The core principle of feng shui lies in its ability to optimize the flow of qi or life force energy through any given space. This isn't about placing random crystals or buying expensive artifacts. It's about creating environments that support natural human behavior, reduce stress, and enhance productivity. When your desk faces the door without being directly in line with it, you're not following a superstition. You're positioning yourself to feel secure while remaining alert to opportunities. This commanding position principle directly impacts your ability to make confident financial decisions and maintain focus during wealth-building activities. Consider the Bagua map, feng shui's energy blueprint. The wealth corner isn't arbitrary. It corresponds to the area where your attention naturally flows when you enter a space. By activating this area with appropriate elements, you're not just following an ancient tradition. You're creating a consistent visual and energetic reminder of your financial goals. The wood element traditionally associated with wealth areas represents growth and expansion principles that directly correlate with business development and investment growth. Water features in feng shui aren't simply decorative elements. They represent the flow of resources and opportunities, creating both visual and auditory cues that remind us of abundance and circulation. The sound of moving water has been scientifically proven to reduce stress levels and increase focus, both crucial factors in making sound financial decisions. When you place a water feature in your wealth area, you're not just following a prescription. You're creating an environment that physiologically supports your wealth-building journey. The 5 elements theory in feng shui, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, provides a practical framework for creating balanced environments. This balance isn't about aesthetics. It's about creating spaces that support different aspects of wealth creation. Metal elements support clarity and precision in financial planning, while fire elements fuel passion and inspiration for new ventures. Earth elements ground your wealth aspirations in reality, providing stability for long-term growth. Color psychology in feng shui aligns with modern research on how different hues affect human behavior and decision-making. Purple, traditionally associated with wealth, has been shown to elevate feelings of luxury and quality. Green, another wealth-swept color, reduces eye strain and promotes long-term focus, essential for sustained financial work. These aren't arbitrary associations, but functional applications of color psychology to support wealth-building activities. The decluttering principles in feng shui directly impact your financial energy. When you clear blocked pathways and remove obstacles from your space, you're not just following tradition. You're creating clear mental pathways for new opportunities and reducing decision fatigue. Every item in your space either supports or drains your energy. This isn't superstition, but a practical reality of how our environments affect our mental state and decision-making capacity. Modern research continues to validate what feng shui practitioners have known for millennia. Our environments profoundly impact our behavior, decisions, and success. When we approach feng shui as a functional system rather than a decorative choice, we can strategically design our spaces to support our financial goals. The principles of feng shui work because they align with fundamental aspects of human psychology and behavior, creating environments that naturally support prosperity and growth. By understanding and applying these principles functionally rather than fashionably, we create spaces that actively contribute to our wealth-building journey. Lesson 12. Elevate your surroundings, elevate your income. The most successful people understand that environment isn't just about aesthetics. It's about creating a foundation for exponential growth. When you deliberately elevate your surroundings, you simultaneously elevate your standards, expectations, and ultimately, your income. This profound connection between environmental quality and financial abundance operates on both conscious and subconscious levels, continuously influencing your decisions, actions, and opportunities. Your environment serves as a constant broadcast of messages about what you believe you deserve. When you choose to upgrade your surroundings, you're making a powerful declaration about your worth and potential. This doesn't necessarily mean spending lavishly. Rather, it's about thoughtfully curating spaces that reflect the success you're working toward. Something as simple as replacing worn-out items with quality alternatives or adding elements of refined design to your workspace can shift your entire perspective on what's possible for your financial future. The elevation of your environment should be strategic and meaningful. Start with the spaces where you spend the most time making financial decisions or working on income-generating activities. These areas deserve particular attention because they directly influence your money mindset. Consider the difference between making important business calls from a cluttered corner versus a well-provided home office, or brainstorming new income streams in a dim basement versus a bright, inspiring workspace. The quality of your thinking naturally rises to match your surroundings. Physical elevation in your environment creates psychological elevation in your mindset. Position important items at eye level or slightly above to maintain an upward focus. Arrange furniture and decor to draw your gaze upward occasionally, reminding you to think bigger and aim higher. This vertical awareness subconsciously programs you to seek advancement and growth in all areas of life, especially your financial journey. Color psychology plays a crucial role in environmental elevation. Rich, deep tones can convey stability and abundance, while bright, clear colors can stimulate creativity and opportunity recognition. The key is selecting a palette that both energizes and grounds you, creating an atmosphere conducive to wealth building. Consider incorporating metals, crystals, or other materials that reflect light and energy, adding layers of sophistication to your space. The texture of your environment matters just as much as its visual appeal. Smooth, high-quality surfaces remind you to seek refinement in your financial strategies. Comfortable, well-made furniture supports you in doing your best work. Even the smallest details, like the feel of a premium pen in your hand or the smooth glide of a quality drawer, reinforce your commitment to excellence and abundance. Regular environmental upgrades create a positive feedback loop in your wealth consciousness. As you consistently choose better quality items, maintain higher standards of organization, and curate more sophisticated spaces, you naturally begin to attract opportunities that match this elevated energy. Your refined environment becomes a magnetic force for prosperity, drawing in people, circumstances, and resources that align with your financial vision. The process of elevation should be ongoing and evolutionary. Rather than attempting a complete overnight transformation, focus on steady, intentional improvements that build upon each other. Each upgrade becomes a building block in your wealth foundation, creating lasting change in both your external reality and internal beliefs about money. Your elevated environment becomes both a reflection of your current success and a blueprint for your financial future, constantly inspiring you to reach new heights of prosperity and abundance.